Snow going to set himself up at the B halls and have a little bit of a look-see. He's going to have some kind of contact headed in his direction, and it's a slow contact. Davideus in the perfect spot, but Halser just knocks his head off, and that is not the start to the map or the pistol round that you want here if you are paiN. 60 on the late flank as well in through Ivy is going to catch up with NQZ, and already it's just falling to bits for paiN here as they try desperately to hold on to this A bomb site. But he's a coach. He's going to be good for one. He's great for the 1-for-1, but he can't do any more than that.
Yeah, Snow and Demo got a lot of work to do. Some of the young players coming into this paiN project wanting to try to prove something, but unfortunately they are in a bit of a cook situation right from the outset. Grim going to put Demo down, and Snow, not much for him to do either. Complexity off to a hot start here on the T side of train. A 3K for Halzerk in the pistol.
And the take is going to start to ensue for Complexity, slowly but surely. There's the flash.
You see the CT setup really shuffling a little bit. They had some control of Pop Dog there. Now they're looking to reposition back towards the bomb train here as Complexity start to make some moves on Ivy.
40 seconds left in the round. Complexity working their way into the bomb site. Demo finds himself the opener, but still the kills are coming through for Complexity. They do manage to retain Ivy, but they're starting to lose their grip on the site, and Nick out onto the B site as well, causing a bit of a ruckus. That'll pull a rotation in from NQZ. Bombs going over in that direction. Complexity playing a very fluid game at the moment on the T side. So just sort of reacting in the mid-round based on what's occurring, and they will get themselves a bomb plant down on B, which was certainly not the original strategy, but it's worked out nicely as Nyx is able to push his way into CT spawn and catch Demo off guard. So you can really see that Complexity are comfortable on this map. They're comfortable making snap decisions in the mid-round.
They finally start to close in. They get control of T-Con yet again, and they start to pinch that outer site, and that was, you know, pretty uncomfortable for paiN. They dealt with it decently. Halzerk going for this opening pick. Does cop a nade, but he's able to find the opener onto Rix nonetheless.
Yep. Good solid start again for Complexity. Davideus might try to take matters into his own hands here and activate in the mid-round, but Complexity not even going to give him the time to do that. They're just so confident into that B bomb site. Molly in as well for Davideus. He can't push out of SL.
It's a save. I mean, there's just not much you can do about that. That's going to pull a little bit of a rotation from that lower ramp player, or the rotator rather, in through CT Con to reinforce outside, and then they're just able to find the pick on the lowest player. Now trying to hunt down NQZ, take this AWP out of their hands. The money's fantastic for Complexity, so they're really just sending it at him. He's going to connect the no-scope, but you see more and more Complexity players closing in. They just want to trade down as many guns as they can. Their money means much less than what paiN can bring through into the next round, and they end up going 2 for 2. So I think some nades thrown in there from Complexity. AWP here over onto Ivy has been a focal point in a couple of these rounds for Complexity on these slower T-side defaults. This time, once again, they're just taking their time, splitting the map. Grim looking for a timing. He's crept through onto outside, up into that progression smoke towards Sandwich. Beautiful opener from Halzerk. paiN in a lot of trouble now.
NQZ might be the difference maker, though. Deep still in toward Ivy. Couldn't be able to find that double down, but yeah, I mean, again, it's a bit of a chaotic round. Just kills happening all over the place, back and forth, but every time you see that, it seems to be Complexity that ultimately do come out ahead in the exchange.
Big flank around from Rix, though. Really looking for the timing to creep through T-Con. This actually may catch one of these cold players off guard. JT going looking for it. He can hear the footsteps. Unfortunate. Rix caught a little off guard there, but I think that flank timing had some potential.
Yeah.
Complexity putting all of this work into, you know, adopting the new map in the pool is really reaping its rewards right now. There's a lot of teams that have been kind of slow adopters of Train, really starting to creep its way into the map pool over the last couple of months, and teams kind of more heavily playing it. Rick's going to go down. Another entry from Grim over towards T-Con this time, but NQZ aggression over on Ivy, really deep on the CT side, going to even up the numbers here. This is where JT's trying to activate, along with the rest of Complexity. Let's go for this contact approach straight in towards Inners, but Snow going to further chip down the numbers for Complexity.
Oh, deleted though by JT, but NQZ still kind of keeping himself in the mix here. Halzerk under a lot of pressure, trying to go forward, combat orb style. And he's got that Tech 9 now in hand as well. He's going to couch NQZ in the back. There's no way he's turning around. What? Hang on, he's gone all the way into CT spawn.
Turn around, Chief.
What's going on here? The GPS is the wrong directions.
Oh, no. It's an open plant for the other side, but that's a pretty nice... Oh, no, it's a molly, not a smoke. Hulzerk able to find Demo, but now position recognized, and there was actually a smoke on the bomb.
He was looking for the rifle.
There you go.
He was looking for the rifle. I mean, that's just a really awkward round for Complexity.
Very winnable for Hulzerk if he doesn't go into CT spawn there. All he needs to do is turn around, so makes for a nice first gun round here for paiN.
Grim on the entry duty. And Complexity looking for a little bit of revenge after that last round, although 33 HP here for Grim, stuck behind E-Box. Doesn't look like a great spot to be in. Surviving for the moment, eventually will be brought down by Rix. That'll be a 1-for-1. Demo getting involved as well, and again, 1-for-1s, trades all over the place until NQZ comes into play and puts this one squarely on the shoulders of paiN. It should be their round, a 2v1, but JT working all the way through to Ivy. Was spotted, was aware. NQZ, well, it might not come into play this round anyway, because we're setting ourselves up for a B-pop here. Davideus having a little bit of a look in. Nice time on the grenade. This is a good flank timing as well, but again, Hulzerk aware of that. 2-for-1. Hulzerk did drop up in B halls, and that is the bomb on the floor, but it'll be somewhat retrieved by Nickx. 60 up close. You see his teammate fall, but instant trade coming out, and again, Complexity just kind of playing this Wolfpack style very nicely. Standing close to one another, trading for one another. NQZ grabbing the kill onto 60, but flank coming around into CT spawn will be more than enough. You're never expecting JT there, and Complexity will get themselves another round.
So you can tell that Complexity's in a really good state of mind. They're feeling very confident right now. And they will head into the last gun round here. And once again, it's a 5-man commitment this time towards Inners.
NQZ this time missing the shot. He's going to be overwhelmed. There's no way he's getting out of there alive. It's just a question of how good are the trades. Snow for one only. It will be the B side taken by Complexity. Quick smoke out is going to allow paiN out from connector. But Grim sitting inside of the smoke needs to only pick a good timing, and he should get 2. Ends up only with the 1. But provides enough space for the bomb plan to go down. Hulzerk locked in. Did not see Davideus, which leaves it on to 60, who will take this upper position once again. May not be necessarily expected by paiN for a second player to come from here, so he'll get the freebie onto Davideus, the molly down onto the bomb as well. There is no smoke for Demo, and no defuse kit for him either, so this is going to be a pretty rough round for him, as unfortunately, he just has to see that one go by the wayside. Toss a couple of flashes in the sky. It's not a celebration, unfortunately, for paiN, and that is Complexity.
Things that I would assume would not be safe for broadcast, but I guess we're keeping the cameras rolling here. NQZ has kind of been the standout here for paiN. It's a quick one into the inner side. JT caught a little off guard by the pacing down low ramp, and they're just posted up waiting for him. Come on, mate, have a go. Oh, what is that?
How about that one? Grim as well, with the dualies all able to chime in on the rotate in behind. So it doesn't get any better for paiN. Unfortunately, now requiring a 2-on-4 retake. Or post-play, I should say. I mean, I can't even get my words out before the round is over. Like, I'm trying to start. Just got Nix jiggling, as you do, as the B anchor. As soon as you get some contact. Yeah, wouldn't you like to know?
Oh, you're talking to a new bird, Jordan. All right.
Smokes down on the B bomb site, so that'll push paiN back away. And 60 happy to receive Demo's push in Ivy there for a bit more stat padding. This doesn't look good for paiN at all. MP9 on the exit of SL, holding on to T-Con as well. Can't say I've got a huge amount of faith that paiN are going to get much done here. Footsteps have been heard. JT will go for the swing. Oh, be one as well from Grim, but it's all actually kind of starting to get a bit awkward there.
Oh my god. There's spaghetti everywhere. But paiN are still the ones crying, unfortunately. And for all our Oz CS call-out enjoyers, or those that don't enjoy them, SL is Pop Dog, guys.
Oh, yeah. See, I don't even realize when I'm doing it.
It's short ladder. That's what we'd call it in the Oz call-out. A more valuable thing to tell you guys than what's happening in the game right now.
That's the ladder to heaven.
Well, here we go. We got paiN 1-4, and Rix has already dived out T-Con and gone down. The rest of paiN trying to send it straight up through Ivy, and it's not going any better.
No. This is kind of like a victory lap, really, the second half for Complexity. Just getting to go around the around the stadium, give everyone a bit of a wave, bit of a high five as they finish off the first map. 13-2, GG. Well, there's not very much excitement, is there? Because that was more of a formality than anything else for Complexity. But hey, I mean, a fantastic way to start day number 2.
In the early to mid round, so we'll wait for Complexity to make the first move. You do just have the flash set up there for Rix, ready to open up something towards bridge. There's a smoke from across the map. It's going to be a fake here towards this B site to try to draw the rotations, and especially with that entry, already seeing Rix on his way over to the B site. So Complexity should be a nice and easy entry into A, but they're making it work on B. They've just taken both sides at the same time here.
Well, that's the best way to do it, isn't it? You've got so many options when you have control of both sides. Bomb plant's going to go down on A. paiN don't even know. paiN surely don't even know. They're going to try and get something done on the B bomb side. Best case scenario, maybe a kill or two. But even if they would kill all the players on this B bomb side, it's very soon realize that the A site is going to be where the bomb plant went down. Grim gets the ace. And that's one way of starting the map.
Yeah, you can see this man's having a great time. Just wait for the playoffs, man. Everyone's going to be rubbing his head. Everyone is going to be very excited to see Grim in the playoffs. Consensually, of course. Make sure you ask permission first, guys. Very important, especially Mitchell Concannon. That guy, he's an absolute demon.
Yeah, I want to say, I think actually NQZ was probably the one for me that felt like he was having a little bit more impact in a sense. I felt like he was definitely getting involved a lot early on in the round, so he'll be a focal point for me. That's a nice duel to win for Rix. And by the way, there's NQZ getting a nice one on to Grim. So as soon as the guns get in hand for paiN, the situation changes up a little bit. Complexity now going to have to work a bit harder.
Yep, they are going to start making some moves in towards this A side of the map. Execute coming in. NQZ just continues to deliver. JT at least getting an entry there onto Demo, but punished on the cross by Davideus. 60 trading one back. Into a 1-on-3 now, going to stick the plant.
He's going to get it as well. I mean, this is a winnable 1v3 with how low a couple of those players are. If you can get a clean kill onto Snow and maybe there's just a couple of whiffs coming out from those remaining paiN players, then yeah, 60 could get this one done. Oh, not if NQZ is going to land a shot like that. And exactly as I was saying, NQZ feels like he's one of those guys that can deliver quite a bit of impact on this CT side with the AWP.
So I think that, you know, seeing him win duels like that over towards E-Box is very positive signs, especially in an important part of the map like that. Some aggression out of A main here, just waiting for the initial molly to elapse, dodging the flash beautifully. It's another opening kill for paiN.
Yeah, Nick's down early on in the piece, and Complexity on this T side starting to falter, starting to recognize that actually they are going to have to put in some work to win it. It's not going to be as easy as it was on Train. Oh, the spray. Not quite there from Grim, so he'll fall to Snow, and it is starting to snowball a little bit actually for paiN now. If they can put together a decent round here with a few guns alive, then their CT economy is going to build up quite nicely, and they will actually be off to the races for a decent first half. And yesterday, they actually had, I think it was an 8-4 CT half against FaZe as well.
I think it was 9-3, what I was seeing.
Oh, well, either way, JT's found himself a double entry into B, and that is going to be the B site lost. Oh, dear.
Oh,
it was just looking so good for paiN for a second, and then it kind of falls apart.
Yeah, still redeemable though. NQZ coming in on the rotate is probably got to take his time here, just post it up from spawn side. Demo would be the one that needs to actually get something done here, creeping in from E-Box. You can see Hulzerk just quite happy to play in B main, hand in hand with 60. They're waiting for the CTs to make the first move.
They're not really making much of a move at the moment. Molly going to go in for Plat. Hulzerk spots Demo as he tries to cross onto the bomb, and there's just no time. NQZ can't do anything.
That's just not a round you can afford to lose as paiN. You just had a really good opening gun round, and you were up in numbers, and you just see some individual brilliance. So that's going to have to be something that paiN will have to respect going forward. Maybe a little bit of a heavier B-lean in some of these rounds, particularly in the mid-round. Might be needed. You are seeing 3 players committing over there already. Demo will play retake A. It's going to be Davideus in the middle of the round, but immediately Complexity trying to stay one step ahead. Calling-wise are in for the A rush.
Oh, quick one as well. Decent trade from Nix, but he needs a little bit more than that. Davideus almost lining a couple up, but of course it can't go well for paiN. Complexity are on the paiN train. JT not expecting that push out from NQZ. It's actually quite a fast retake attempt from paiN before the bomb plan's even gone down. Nade almost clips Hallzerk to death. Somehow he survives. Grim's alive, but low. This is an awkward spot to be in, but Grim might be the one to dig them out of trouble if he can kill here. The nades are doing so much work, but Hallzerk pushing his way forward with the P250. Surely not. No, no, you can't be losing that round. Hallzerk has just absolutely destroyed them, and Complexity are now 6-1.
Oh, paiN. Missed opener for paiN, of which they've had a couple of so far this game. Snow getting pushed out of E-box here. It's a double AWP on the CT side. Nyx has space here, and he's just going to take it. There is the opener they've been looking for, and Nyx doesn't get the job done. This is all going right in multiple different parts of the map for paiN.
Yeah, I will just say, this is the second 7-1.
He can't get away with this again! Hallzerk, what the hell, man?
You've got Pilski making some funny noises.
I'm dying, bro. Like, what is this guy getting away with?
It's the second 7-1 of the series. We saw a 7-1 as well on train, and I think paiN kind of taking that one personally. But we'll see if Hallzerk and Grim can put something together here. They've got a minute to play with. Smoke up outside of B main. If they would just walk through this smoke, which is exactly what they're going to do, this could be really bad for paiN. Grim's going to get a kill onto Snow. Could he knife him? If he knifes him as well... oh, dude, two knives in one round would have been so good.
How have they found that gap? Like, Complexity's, again, in a disadvantage situation, just walked on to B. Plant's going down now. Hallzerk and Grim, these are the two best players for Complexity right now. Hallzerk only going 1-for-1. Very doable 1-on-2 from E-box here for Grim.
Yeah, he's going to have to get out past that incend. It's ticking, and it will do enough. Oh, lucky for Demo. I think he's probably breathing a sigh of relief that he doesn't actually have to take that 1v1. It's working out for Complexity, that's for sure. Nade's going to go straight over bridge and land right at the feet of David, who cops quite a beating from it. Again, a decent start to the round here for Complexity, but that is going to be short-lived as Grim will go strafing into NQZ's scope. And again, NQZ has been reasonably solid. If you can sort of put a highlight on any of the players for paiN right now on the CT side, it has been NQZ that's been doing the majority of the work.
Oh. Rolling in through this A main smoke. There's another 1-for-1 for paiN, but this is where you start to get worried for them. Every time Complexity has started to make inroads in towards these sites, they're trading out decently enough. Another 1-for-1. Hallzerk and Nyx still alive. Bomb is dropped in the open here, though, so Complexity have got some moves to make.
Hallzerk going to chance the plant. Looks like he will be given it. And Nyx, in the meanwhile, is just going to get active. Working his way into cams. That's going to give Hallzerk a little bit more space as well to sort of just work his way up behind that smoke, but someone's going to have to be aware of main, and the timing on this push from Hallzerk is no good at all. But Nyx can get 1 for free, 2 for free, and all of a sudden this round is on. Nyx on for the clutch, and it would be a nail in the coffin for paiN. Luckily, NQZ is there to clutch it out. Again, paiN.
It's a pretty slow start. Just a util exchange in the early to mid-round from both of these teams. A bit more of a heavier lean towards B, and once again, Complexity looking for the B split. And once again, paiN going to open up with 2 entries on the CT side here.
This time, doesn't look like they're going to be letting it slip. But of course, it is Hallzerk, so let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Oh. Well, all good. 4-7. And they're kind of putting together a decent CT side now if they can get this 5th. NQZ coming like an absolute madman as soon as he sees some of that util going down in A main. Definitely expecting this to be an A hit, and I think paiN are pretty well aware of that. What can they do about it? Well, NQZ can, of course, start nicely. He has been so solid. Won't quite land the 3rd shot, but does well enough, and with the assistance of Demo, the A site has been held. Grim. Oh, it would have been a pretty nasty spray down to get 2 there, but he still needed quite a bit beyond that. 7-5 the first half. It gives paiN a fighting chance heading into the second.
Yeah, had a rough T side yesterday, but we'll see if they can make up for that. I mean, this is their map pick in the series, so do have to have a pretty decent idea of what you want to be doing on T side. Anubis, it's the side that you often look forward to playing a lot of the time. And similar to what we saw in the opening pistol, it's a slower one. Davideus trying to find a gap up E-box there, and JT puts a bit of a gap in his head. Rick's catching someone on the aggression straight across bridge side, but unable to punish Grim, who just re-peeks him. Disrespect from Complexity is unreal here. I mean, he's just bullying a coach.
Yeah, that's some illegal gameplay from Grim. He might get more as well. He's got himself another 3 kills in the round for Grim. And he's still alive. How is he still alive? How is he doing this? This is just unreasonable stuff from Grim. NQZ going to have to do much the same with the dualies. I wouldn't be surprised to see Grim just grab this final kill as well, because that's kind of the way it's felt that this pistol round is going. Doesn't want to overplay his hand, though, from Cams, and he's going to let the high HP players get the job done. So that will be another round for Complexity as Grim is putting together. It's going to be a tough one for them to get done here, even if they've got the quote-unquote positive side.
Yeah. Ooh, this A main skirmish is going to be huge. Re-aggression from Complexity with the MP9s is absolutely beautiful. You had the counter flash in there for paiN, but it comes too little too late.
Yeah, Rick's up to some funny business here on the bridge. I'll actually just drop down. So that should signal that this is going to end up being a B finish. That would have been heard by JT as well. So that's prompted the peek in from Grim, who is only able to go 1 for 1. Rotation still coming through from the rest of the Complexity players, but Halzer's actually been able to get out onto the site. Not for very long, though, because Demo's waiting for him on plat there, and that'll be the end of him. JT, pretty important aim tool here, but doesn't win it. Davideus was low, but hits the headshot, and the AKs putting in some real work in this round.
Got to be 60 to be a bit of a difference maker here. He's found a gap. Able to catch the bomb on the cross, but not quite punish it. And peeking out into Demo does not go well for him. Nix, 1-on-3 with an MP9. Some lower players make this a hell of a lot more doable, especially when you're feeding him a pick like that.
Yeah, nice little pop flash. He's going to get this player on pizza as well and spots out the last guy in A main, B main even. Smoke down, draws out the push from Demo, and Nix is going to get it done for Complexity to make matters worse for paiN now. 10-5. I mean, that's
what is that? That's the 4th or 5th round that they've had a pretty big man advantage. Yeah,
players down to Galil's as well, so it doesn't give you a huge amount of options.
I mean, they've invested a lot of that util in just the early round exchanges with the CT side, but the CTs have a lot more util left over in towards the mid to late round, so you're going to have to see a lot more dry contacting from paiN here. And that's where they're losing Snow already over towards A main. Demo at least able to find JT from B main, so a duel on both extremities goes either which way. That's going to pull the rotations apart a little bit, and paiN are trying to take advantage of that.
It has created a bit of a hole in middle, which is attempting to be patched here by Nix and Sixy, though they're unable to do so effectively, and that'll be the A site now taken for paiN. Complexity can even think about just having a save here for these 2 remaining guns. But with Demo pushing in behind them on the B bomb site, it's going to be easier said than done.
Yeah. They want to take all of these guns out of Complexity's hands. Try to make a bit of a comeback into this game. Grim not ready for this flank. Easy first kill for Demo. They know where Halzerk is. He's still applying pressure.
No HP. Davideus is going to go down. Has absolutely no idea where NQZ is set up. He's going to get that insend over to main, but neglects to check heaven, and that will be a round for paiN. So it begins here on the T side.
60 just trying to spot that out, jiggling from cans. NQZ creeping up on the line, but 60 will respect it for now.
Might have a bit of difficulty, but decides to just swing in with the MP9, and that'll get the job done. There's a push out of B main as well. In that meanwhile, Grim spotting out a player. So info starting to fall into place right now for Complexity, but Halzerk has to pick up middle, and Grim would want to win this duel. Demo's been a bit dangerous outside of B. Not so this time around. Halzerk cleaning up one in middle. There's some degree of awareness that there's something happening in cams, and so that'll be a pretty straightforward trade for Nix. And of course, as we can see, Grim still getting some work done over toward B, which leaves Demo alone. And as you said, swing round. Well, it has definitely not swung the way that paiN wanted it to. Complexity with 4 guns alive, build their money back up, and
losing a lot of HP over on E-box there is going to limit what he can achieve in terms of aggression in the mid-round, or really try to take some of those fights if you do see paiN trying to take some space over there later on. But it's not really the point of contest here for paiN. Instead, they're going to take A main in the middle of the map at the same time. Great HE, though, chipping them down as they make their way through, and Hulzerk's on the aggression.
Yeah, with success as well. Re-smoke in there from Nix as the T-smoke is going to start to fade a little nade into it. Oh, Nix, he spots out at least one player. I think he's aware that there's a couple there as well. Hulzerk still hanging around. And the mid timing, not good either for paiN. It is starting to fall apart. 4-on-3, numbers advantage for Complexity. The only one benefit is Rix has got a little bit of space here, and we'll see if he can find a way to activate. Ends up just walking into J2, who was watching and waiting. Grim does go down in the meanwhile, but numbers are still preserved for Complexity here, and they've got the right call to send 2 players toward B.
Yeah, they need to reinforce JT. He's very low, but playing a headshot line like that is good enough. And Nix as well. Great rotation timing from him. There's the 2-0 win for Complexity. They are looking very sharp here.